Okay, out of breath but live.
Hello again.
To meeting you here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I basically just, turned myself around, but that was a lot of work.
yeah. Yeah, that bed is high.
It is, but it's like also, she's in the way, man. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so anywho, if you're watching this in replay, yeah, this is DoubleBookedCo's first productivity sprint.
Super professional. That's us.
Yeah, super professional. Okay, so it's time to get reading. But let's talk about the book club in general. So
Yeah.
Hello to everyone who is here and who is going to be
Hello.
joining us today. We're going to be doing some reading sprints, but that does not mean that you have to read. If you want to do other things, if you are doing some crafting or you're doing some chores around the house, do you. Whatever you feel like getting done tonight is completely up to you. Please utilize this sprint to your advantage. If you are reading with us for our book club, we are reading Ian McEwan's Atonement. So I will actually start reading this tonight. I have not read anything of it yet.
Same here.
How about you? Yep.
Okay. Starting it fresh.
Okay. I know we do have a Voxer group, so anyone who is interested in the Voxer but isn't yet part of the Voxer, please let me know. You can either comment in this video, you can direct message me in Instagram. We can add you. You can be added at any time. You could be waiting until June to read with us, and we can still add you then. So we can add you anytime. But if you want to be part of that Voxer group, just let me know. And I just need your screen name, your handle for that, and then we can add you to that. But you don't have to be part of the Voxer group.
Right.
The Voxer group, there's no rhyme or reason. We just chat in there if we want about the book itself. I know there are a few people that have started already. I'm really excited to listen to their thoughts, which is going to be super fun. And then, but some of us just kind of linger in the background and just like to, see what people are saying. So you don't have to participate in the sense of like actively saying things in there. You could just hang out with us. So no worries on, being part of the Voxer group, because you can simply do this too. Or maybe you only do this and you don't participate in the live show that'll be at the end of the month. So it's completely up to you. You can do as little or as much as you want. So before we start reading today, we have to decide what we're going to be reading in February. And we want to give everyone enough time to do that. So first, before we start our sprints, we'll kind of talk about the next 3 books that you'll be able to vote from for the month of February. So Laura, do you want to go ahead and help us out with that?
Yeah, let's do the same order again. So
Okay.
I'm going to read the description from the back of the book or of Amazon, since I can't find my copy of the shipping news. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Coil, a third-rate newspaper hack with a head shaped like a Crenshaw, no neck, reddish hair, features as bunched as kissed fingertips. Interesting. Is wrenched violently out of his workaday life when his two-timing wife meets her just desserts. An aunt convinces Coil and his 2 emotionally disturbed daughters to return with her to the starkly beautiful coastal landscape of their ancestral home in Newfoundland. Here, on desolate Coil's Point, in a house empty except for a few mementos of the family's unsavory past, the battered members of 3 generations try to cobble up new lives. I'll stop there because I figured that's probably pretty enough.
That's like not at all what's on the back of this book. I mean,
really?
It's kind of, but that sounds way more interesting than what's on here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah.
So that's our first pick. So shipping news will be one of the books that you can pick for February. And in our last live where we talked about our new products for our Etsy shop, Laura mentioned that a lot of the books that we've chosen for this month have won some kind of award, or also have been part of Oprah's book club, which wasn't really like, we weren't picking those books because Oprah picked them. It just so happened that when we were putting books together, we're like, oh, I think all these books were on Oprah's book club.
Yep. Yeah.
So that is the first pick for February.
Yep. And our second pick is Snow Falling on Cedars by David Guterson. So this should match up. If this doesn't match up, we got a problem. Okay. San Pedro Island, north of Puget Sound, is a place so isolated that no one who lives there can afford to make enemies. But in 1954, a local fisherman is found suspiciously drowned, and a Japanese American named Kabuo Miyamoto is charged with his murder. In the course of the ensuing trial, it becomes clear that what is at stake is more than one man's guilt. For on San Pedro, memory grows as thickly as cedar trees, and the fields of ripe strawberries, memories of a charmed love affair between a white boy and the Japanese girl who grew up to become Kabuo's wife. Memories of land desired, paid for, and lost. Above all, San Pedro is haunted by the memory of what happened to its Japanese residents during World War II, when an entire community was sent into exile while its neighbors watched. Gripping, tragic, and densely atmospheric, Snow Falling on Cedars is the masterpiece of suspense, but one that leaves us shaken and changed. So, murdery, suspenseful, race relations. Oh, I just said there's some swearing in here too. Just slipping through. So, if you care about swearing, there are a couple of swears in here. I just happened to see. So, here we go. Snow Falling on Cedars. There it is. And our very last one is Rohinton Mystery. Now, who knows what the back is like since we have opposite copies here, but whatever. Okay, this should be a short description. Set in mid-1970s India, A Fine Balance is a subtle and compelling narrative about four unlikely characters who come together in circumstances no one could have foreseen soon after the government declares a state of internal emergency. It is a breathtaking achievement, panoramic yet humane, intensely political yet rich with local detail, and above all, compulsively readable. So there you go.
Not the same, but
not the same.
No, but this one I think just has a little bit more information. But this one is one that has won many awards. So this one has a lot of awards that it has won. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is also the biggest.
It is.
Not that means anything, everyone.
It really doesn't.
Vote for what you want, but this one's the biggest.
Yeah. This one is your edition from. What year is yours from? Mine is from 97. And again, it's the British copy. I don't know how I found it, but I did. Leave it to me.
Mine is from 95. No, okay. 97. This is the first vintage international edition, March 1997.
Yeah.
I think it was written in 95.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Fine Balance, Snow Falling on Cedars, and the shipping news. Those are the picks for February.
Mm-hmm.
What other information should we provide them about our books?
You should be able to find a copy somewhere for either cheap or at the library because everything is. Well, Diana, you're the thrift shopper, so.
I found all these at thrift shops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for A Fine Balance. That one I got as a gift.
Okay.
How long do they have to vote till?
We have, there's 2 weeks between now and essentially the end of the day on the 22nd, which is 2 weeks from yesterday, Saturday, 22nd. And then on the 23rd, when we have our next new product release, we'll announce the winner. Yes. And you can vote here or in the comments of our product announcement, which is the last live show we just wrapped up now. Vote in the comments there. You can vote in the community tab under Dani's channel, Spenelli Speaks. And same thing, community tab on my channel for Book Bubbler. We'll have those up tonight or tomorrow morning at the very latest. So you can vote there. You can vote all three places.
In all 3 places. Yep. All of them. And
Yep,
we don't
Dani
vote.
and I do not vote ourselves. If it came to a tie, we would just do a randomizer.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yep.
So before we kind of move on, I just want to, there's been some comments made, so I just want to make sure that everyone has seen. So first and foremost, like, thank you everyone for being here. It's so nice to
thank
see
you so much
again. So hello, Mary. Nice to see you
Mary.
again. Long time no see.
I know.
Hello, Amy. Did you
Hi,
change
Amy.
your channel name? I like it. Amy's Bookish Life. I like that. I'll have to remember that if I mention you in a video to make sure that I say the correct name. And that's okay. You don't have to participate this month, but maybe in the future. And like I said, you can do as little or as little or as much as you want, and you can still participate in these productivity sprints because you can read whatever you want. And then if you find that a book you fancy happens to be a book of our choice, then feel free to join in. No worries. We're not holding anything against anyone. Nope. And even if you only get halfway through a book and you decide to DNF it. Do not read a book all the way through because we're reading it. Right. Please don't, because there are plenty of good books out there that, you know, are better read. So hi, Ange. Hello, late Ange. For you. Thank you for staying up with us. I hope you watching get some good rest. Yeah. So if you have to doze off, you do it. You do it. You get your rest. Mary, remember, enjoys the shipping news movie, but it's been so long. I didn't remember much about it. I didn't know there was a movie. Yep, I knew there was a movie for Snow Falling on Cedars, but I wasn't sure about a movie for any of the other two. So
yeah, it's Julianne Moore, Kevin Spacey, Greta, what's her face? Oh man, I don't remember. But yes, it was a very good movie. Kind of quiet and introspective, of course, but yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Hi, Beth. Nice to see you.
Oh, hey, Beth.
One of our favorite people.
Absolutely.
Well, everyone's our favorite people, but
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine.
That's kind of cool.
Sorry you're in a slump, Beth, but don't worry about it.
Gosh. Don't worry. If you don't want to continue in this, don't. You know, just move on and feel free to join the discussion and see what other people have to say, because maybe at the end when we're discussing it, we're all like, wow.
Yeah.
That's just, that was a lot. Yes. Snow Falling on Cedars. Yeah. It does sound really good. And I remember when that movie came out, I haven't seen it, but it came out the same year as Cider House Rules. And I always mix the two up. Like I always think one's one and the other's the other. And so when we had this one, I was like, I don't know if I really want to read this one. It doesn't. And then I was like, wait a minute. I think I'm mixing it up because of the movies came out at the same time.
Yep.
So
I doubt it, but I suppose it is possible. I have a lot of books, so yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's possible, Ange.
Oh, well, thanks, Mary. I am a very good thrifter. It's amazing sometimes what I have.
She's talented.
My mom actually sent me a message yesterday. A bookstore down by her was literally letting people come in with a box and just fill the box and leave. Like they're just giving away free books. And I was like, I can't. I am so busy this weekend. I cannot drive down and do that. But they weren't going to advertise. They didn't even, they were like, we're not even putting our open sign on. Only people who have seen this message will know to come with a box, and you just fill the box and you go. I was like, oh my goodness. I was so sad that I could not go down there and do that. Because that would have been amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yay. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Your
kids are always honest.
Miss Amy, Miss Bowman, it's weird that your name is your channel. That's funny. Okay, good night. Oh, are you just in bed with you must be just in bed.
I think we're in bed with her and her lovely husband.
Fall asleep. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Ange.
I know.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. And Yes, see? Oh, I got another thing in the way. I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
It is so confusing. Yes, sounds very different. So, okay. Well, it's been about 15 minutes of chit-chattery, and we figured out what we're going to be reading for next month. So watch those community posts, and you can do the first vote in the new product live once it's posted, and then I'll put a comment in the comments with the choices. You will know what the choices are, and then the 2 community tabs for Laura and I. And but other than that, why don't we go ahead and get started with whatever we're doing for our sprinting time, whether you're reading or you're sleeping or you're, crafting or something like that. How long should we do our first sprint for? Should we do like 20 minutes?
Yeah, I was thinking 20.
Okay, so let's do 20. It's from my clock, it says 48. So I'm going to put it at the 50. So we'll come back at 10 after. How does that sound for everybody?
That sounds good to me.
Oh, here, lovely husband is watching cricket.
Oh, talk about
that's like baseball, right?
Baseball only longer, and with tea breaks.
That's one of my favorite episodes of Midsummer Murders is when Jones is part of the cricket match as an undercover like cricket player. Oh, I love that episode so much.
That was so good. And I saw him, I honestly cried. I was like,
I love Jones.
I know.
I've been watching Midsummer Murders because I just found that I have a streaming app that allows me to watch it, and it has season 20 up to season 20, I think.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen 19 or 20, and I've been like absorbed. When I should be reading, I'm like watching, and I'm thinking, oh, you know what I should do? I should just go back and watch all the seasons with Jones because he's like my favorite. Nelson was good. Winter's okay.
Yep,
The guy that was before Jones was terrible.
Troy was okay. He was such a doofus though. But
I love Troy. Troy and doofus. Jones, if they could just, if they want to start a show, I'd be watching it.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, enough with this tomfoolery.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Let's start reading.
Let's start talking about Midsummer.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put a banner up. We'll do to 10 after the hour. And good luck, everybody, with whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna mute myself just in case I start sneezing or something.
Yeah, my dogs are starting to bark too, so I will mute myself as well.
Okay.
Okay. So I went a little past because I had one page left of the chapter. I'm kind of a slow reader when it comes to reading like this. So I only got the first chapter read for me.
Yeah.
Where did you get, Laura?
I am in chapter 2. I'm almost at chapter 3.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Looks like
What do you think so far?
Oh, I was going to jump over to the comments real quick before we start with that.
Oh, that's fine.
It looks like Rainy's joined us. So hello, Rainy. You're not late. We just started.
Hey,
that was
Rainy.
our first sprint.
Yeah.
Looks like Jen's joined us. Hi, Jen. Allie's here. Jessica's here. Hello, 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 hello. So while we start talking about our thoughts, let us know in the comments. Oh, I see Debbie's here as well. In the comments, are you guys also reading Atonement? Are you reading something different? Let us know. Kim, hi Kim.
Hey,
Kim's
Kim.
here. Let us know if you're reading this. And then if you are reading this, knowing that Laura and I are just in the first couple of chapters, let us know what your thoughts are without any spoilers. Like I said, I've only read the first chapter. Laura's into almost chapter 3. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Okay. So back to your question, Laura. Mm-hmm. This one's going to be, it's going to take me a while to read because it's slow paced for me. So whenever anything is slow paced, my reading gets slower, if that makes any sense.
Same.
Like, so I was reading a page and all of a sudden I looked at the time and I was like, I think I've read 3 pages in like 10 minutes. So I'm like, I need to like speed read. So I was like trying to speed read a little bit, but then all of a sudden without knowing it, I can notice that I'm like slowing down again. So yeah, this one will probably take me a little bit longer. I guess I didn't realize that we were going to be reading from the perspective of an 11-year-old. So that'll be interesting. Okay, so it does switch up a little bit. Okay. So yeah, she's got an imagination, that one.
She does.
Yeah. But I don't really have any like thoughts on the story yet, just because it's kind of just placing us, time and space, and there's a lot of children in the house now, and yeah. What are your thoughts?
I'm liking it more than I thought I would. I haven't read something by him in a little while. Did he write Mothering Sunday, or was that Graham Swift? For some reason, I get those two authors together mixed in my brain. I think actually Graham Swift wrote Mothering Sunday. So it's been a while since I've read something by him. And it's a little slower reading, but it's really rich language, and I'm into the pace of it more now. It took me through Bryony's chapter, and now we're in Cecilia, who is her older sister. She's the narrator of the second chapter. So now I'm into it much more, and I'm getting the groove. So yeah, I'm liking it. I keep trying to picture like who is whom from the movie in my brain.
Oh, I have not seen the movie.
So, yeah.
I know that like the 2 main popular people, like I can envision them, but I don't know who they are. I'm assuming it's Leon and someone else, but I've not seen the movie, so I'm glad I haven't, because I'd be doing that where I'm constantly like putting it all together. So yeah. Let's see. It looks like in the comments, Mary is reading Atonement.
Nice. Oh, yay.
Rainy hasn't started, but she plans to. Rainy, did you want to be part of the Voxer group? Have I added you to that already? Let me know if you want me to add you. You don't have to, but just let me know, because I know I may have missed people, or we just haven't gotten everybody in there. But just let me know. Jen, you haven't started Atonement yet. Pillars of the Earth.
How is that?
Huh.
It's supposed to be so good. I know.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
And let me know too, Jen, if you want to be added to the Voxer. Anyone who's here, if you want to be added to the Voxer, just let me know. Mary's struggling. How far are you in, Mary? How far in the book are you? Kim is reading Beneath a Scarlet Sky.
Oh.
I feel like I just heard someone else reading that.
Yeah, me too.
Was
I
it
don't know who that was.
Krista's last productivity sprint? I feel
That
like
could be.
someone was talking about that book and how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember. North Wind.
Oh. That's so sad it's his last one.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
Who is that? Is that who wrote
I am totally drawing a blank.
I am too, clearly. I'm like trying to look at my shelves like to save me, and I can't even see the book. I'm like, where did the book go?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not the book I'm thinking of. Nope, never mind.
Hatchet. That's what I'm thinking of.
What?
Hatchet.
Oh, Hatchet. Oh, yeah. Hatchet. Mm-hmm. Debbie is not reading Atonement. A book called Laundry Love. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Love finding joy in common chore.
Is it just about laundry and chores, or is it like house organizing or decluttering? Or
yeah,
that sounds really interesting. I like books like that.
Certain folds. Sometimes I get stuck watching like videos on Facebook where people are folding laundry, like in different ways, where it's like makes it smaller.
Yeah.
I'm always like mesmerized. I was like, oh my goodness, how do you do that? Yes, you are quite ahead. I'm really looking forward to listening to the waffles.
So. Me too. That was for chapter 7, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think the first message is just chapter 1 through 3, so I'll be able to listen to that tonight. So
okay.
Yeah. And then you're reading June Rain.
I haven't heard that one before.
No, me either.
Or the author.
I should be logging into my work.
It's Monday morning. No one expects you to be right there, sharp on top of stuff.
Angie's copy is the film copy. I can't stand movie cover on a book.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's so annoying.
I think I would like that one, especially if it was the green dress, because I keep saying it. I friggin' love that dress. Yeah. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
And let's see here.
Okay. For Voxer.
Oh, okay. For Voxer, yeah. I'll do that for sure. Oh, sure. Yes. I don't know if I will watch it after I read it because I'm not a big Keira Knightley fan. I don't know why. I think it's because of Pirates of the Caribbean. I just really didn't like her in there. I really liked Bend It Like Beckham. Like, I was okay with her in that movie, but then all of the Pirates movies came out, and I was like, I don't like you.
What about Pride and Prejudice? Because that's an awesome version that she's in.
I don't like her in that.
Really?
I like the mini-series of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes. Oh, absolutely,
like,
yes.
There's no... You can't make one, and then I don't like her. I don't like her. I'm a weirdo. I know, I don't like a lot of people. But I might watch it just because you're so obsessed with the dress.
Yeah. I saw the movie. Yes, I saw the movie in the theater, I think. And it was so excellent. So I'm hoping that the twist is the same. But maybe the twist comes earlier. I don't know. But yeah, I really liked the movie. Not cheery, but it was really excellent, I thought. And of course, James McAvoy, not bad on the eyes.
Yeah. He's pretty,
no complaints
pretty
there
good looking. I like him. He reminds me of like foreign Michael J. Fox. A little bit.
I kind of get that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So yes, Jenna, I will add you to the Voxer. You don't have to send me your handle because I already have it. And Rainey, you don't have to send me yours either because I already have it. Kim sent me a message. Okay, I'll look for it. Jen. Okay. So 3 people I have to add. I will add you in the next sprint so that I don't forget.
4 people you have to add.
Oh, 4.
Jen.
Rainey, Jenna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did Kim want in? Or no?
I don't know. I have to check her message.
Okay. So never mind. Maybe just 3.
Yeah. Oh, you're halfway through the second chapter. So you're not very far in and you're struggling. Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, maybe do this. No, never mind. I was going to say maybe read the first 3 chapters, listen to what Allie said, and then decide if you want to keep going. But, I mean, who are we to tell you to do whatever?
Yeah. Do what you want, girl.
Yeah, you do you. Thank you, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Ange is also halfway through the second chapter.
Okay.
She will finish the chapter, then go to sleep. Okay, so if we miss you, sweet dreams, our sweet friend.
Good night. Think of Eric.
Laura, you need that laundry book.
I know.
The amount of laundry that you do, I'm surprised you don't already have that book.
Really, I know. I was sort of surprised when I hadn't heard of it, quite honestly. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I so do, Allie. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Read this whole book. Oh.
That's so sad.
Mm.
Oh, man.
I love it when Laura folds towels. She is the master. I always love when she gets the apron up because then she always puts the stuff in the same way. And I'm telling you, it's like I get absorbed in those like folding videos. It's crazy.
You
could just do an ASMR of just folding all of your towels.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I think I did about 40 or 50 on Friday or something. I can unfold them and refold them for you guys if you want to.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Come on now.
I really don't want to, but I would.
Always a hand to provide waffles.
I know.
I love waffles. I bought a box of frozen waffles from Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good. They're so good. Like just with some butter. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
You read the first chapter twice and then finally getting into it. Cool. And like we said before, if at any time anyone feels like this book is not for you, you're not into it, DNF it. Don't feel like you need to push through just because we're doing it for a book club. Don't feel like you need to read the full book. If you would have DNF'd it on your own, please feel free.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I will finish it for sure. So at least one of us will be finishing it.
We will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beth likes doing laundry.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I just get overwhelmed and annoyed then when I get overwhelmed because, it's like 2 or 3 days of 8 or 9 loads a day. I get done after a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind putting the laundry in the machines, but once it needs to come out, I'm just like, I don't want to be the folding, the putting away.
Oh, that's my favorite part. When things get to go back where they should be and everything looks all nice and neat. Mm-hmm.
Me and the movie tie-in covers. I can't stand it. I can't. I usually get rid of all the ones that I have that are like that, and usually they were gifted or I got them because I needed to read them. I'm pretty sure my Handmaid's Tale is a movie cover, and it sometimes I dream about it, and I need to get rid of it because it bothers me. But most of my other ones are not. I don't really like people on my cover either, but some of them are okay. As long as they're not like the old 90s covers that were like pictures of just people and not like dressed appropriately or whatever. I don't know. That's a tangent we don't need to get into. It is actually about laundry.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
A laundry camp?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. At Mall of America. Laura, Mall of America is within driving distance.
Totally.
6 hours driving, but still. Okay. Ooh, Krista loves laundry too.
Nice. Okay, Patrick Richardson. Here's the cover. Wait. It's yellow. There we go.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Does he have a show on TLC or streaming now or something?
I don't know.
I don't have the access to that service yet or whatever, but there's some guy who does like a specialized laundry show somehow. Oh well, then my TBR.
Laura hates dishes.
Allie, I hate it with a passion. I have so many right now. It's horrible. It's shameful.
Every time we talk, you're like, I have to go do dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And then later you're like, I didn't do the dishes.
I know. Seriously. They never stop. They never stop.
I don't mind dishes. I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing to do, but I would rather do them than my husband, because my husband will make dishes like an all day thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get in there and I'm like, boom, 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 done. 20 minutes, get it done. Stack them all, put them in the dishwasher. If they need to go in the dishwasher, start the dishwasher. I'm done with it.
So you have a dishwasher.
He like,
that helps.
I know, but I mean, it's like half and half, really. You can't put all of your dishes in the dishwasher.
No, but it's something like that helps take some of the burden off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. I might request it from the library and see if they have it.
Star the comments when they want in.
Oh, yeah.
Record. Oh, that's what those stars are for.
Krista, you're so smart.
Krista, you are the live queen.
She's is
so good at her sprints. I love going in on her sprints because the comment section is awesome. She's awesome. Her guests are always awesome.
Yep.
Not following, make sure that you go and follow Krista. Which I'm sure everyone here is, but
yeah,
you aren't.
I'm a great lurker. I just feel like I'm a random thumbs upper. If you get a random thumbs up from someone, one of them's from me. Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, accidents happen. Yeah, it's cold here in Wisconsin. They don't like to go outside. Right?
It'll be really cold tomorrow. Oh, nice.
Oh.
You and Leslie know, man.
I'm not a big cake person, so waffles would be good. Okay, so we should try to get back to reading because we've been chatting for as long as we read.
Oops.
Oh, but we have just a few last comments. I have actually never eaten a waffle.
Oh.
What?
Potato waffles sound good, but maybe not.
I mean, I guess I could see, like, really? I'm trying to think when I was over there if there was ever waffles on the menu. I don't think there were. Wow, you guys are missing out. Missing out. When Laura and I finally come and visit together, we'll make everyone waffles. We love you too.
We do.
Sweet waffles. Oh, yeah, because yep, Americanize your food. There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Anne Vogel, man. She's dangerous. I had to stop listening to her because it was just like everything she said was on a list.
Yeah. I don't even know what a potato waffle is. I wonder if it's like a potato pancake.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's my understanding. Yeah, at least. Potato pancake.
Well, potato pancakes are amazing.
They are.
I wonder why they're called potatoes waffles.
Are amazing. Let's just be honest here.
Potatoes in general, yeah. I know. You've broken me.
I know.
I wasn't frozen. They're shaped like a waffle, I guess. I like potato pancakes with a little applesauce on top. Must be the German in me. I'm German-Irish, so there's a lot of potatoes in my blood. Potatoes and casseroles. Anywho, let's stop waffling and move on to another chat or another reading sprint. So was 20 minutes okay for everybody? I'm thinking that was okay for your sprint, if whatever you're reading or maybe listening or maybe you're cross-stitching or whatever you'd like to do. Let's do another 20 and we'll just go for 20 minutes. So I'm already 1 minute after a good spot to have done that. So we'll just go to the 50. That's 20 minutes.
Sure.
So good luck, everybody.
All right, I'm going to go make some tea. So if you see me gone, I'm boiling water.
Sounds good.
I'll be back.
Okay, want to start coming on back? Come back now, y'all. To the left. I got to chapter 3, so I finished chapter 2. I think you're still muted. Unless you didn't say anything, but I think
No,
you did.
I did. Sorry. Yeah, I am almost at chapter 4. I have half a page. So,
what are your thoughts without spoilers?
I'm liking it. I'm really enjoying the writing. It's more formal, but I like the description. It's, I mean, early days still, but it's sort of like early Henry James-ish, you know? So still verbose, still very descriptive, but not the loaded sentences and everything of The Golden Bowl. If anyone has read that, like, I just, it was so hard. But yeah, I am liking it a lot. And excuse me, as an only child, I sort of relate to Bryony's, like, selfishness, how she wants things to play out. I remember being that way when I was a kid, and then when I started making friends when I was in a kindergarten or whatever, and they had siblings, everyone had siblings. It was like, oh, this is weird and unusual, and oh, it doesn't go the way I want. I gotta get used to this real fast, So I don't know. I'm liking it. I feel like I'm in a zone when I'm reading it. Like I'm just there in that world. So yeah. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I liked this, or this chapter felt more like, I think maybe because she's older, it was like I could relate to it a little bit more. Not that I can't relate to an 11-year-old,
Right.
but it's, I don't know, she's very, I feel like kids do that all the time. They want to play with other kids, but they actually want the other kids to do what they want instead of like the understanding that they're all just playing together. So I'm kind of turned off by that because I'm just like, whatever, you're not going to be happy because they're not going to do what you want because they're kids. They want to just play, But then this next, her sister, then I can see, she's bored, she's, wanting to do things. Then she has this person who's a family friend who they've had like kind of a falling out, and I can see all those things happening, but they're also very attached to one another as well, clearly by their little escapade in the fountain. But I don't know if I would say that I'm like drawn into it yet. I think once we establish all the players, I think that's when my brain starts to really click in.
Yeah.
So maybe once Leon arrives, for me in the story, I think maybe once everyone who's been alluded to is there, I'll have more of an understanding of where I sit as far as like the story goes. It looks like there's a lot of chatting happening. Everyone's trying to figure out how to tag each other in the comments. And then we had a few people get calls during their sprints. Krista might still be reading because she only has 9 pages left. Go, Krista!
Hey, go girl.
And it looks like we have someone reading The Night Circus, which I really liked that book. It's very atmospheric. That one you can really get drawn into for sure.
I've not read that yet.
Oh, it's good. I liked it. You know, what I find about Night Circus is people either really loved it or they really didn't. I've never heard an in-between on that.
Same.
So, yeah. And Angie's still here. She's a liar. And she said she's going to go to bed after the chat now.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like midnight, right?
Yeah, she needs to go to bed. Woman, you work. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what everyone in the Voxer chats ends up starting to talk about too.
Yeah.
And I did add everyone. So everyone who had mentioned, I did add you all. So there's 4 people that I added. You won't be able to see what was previously in the chat, but there really hasn't been much.
Right.
I think there's just the one comment from Allie, and I'll see if I can try to repost that. But otherwise, it's just been all like introductory things. So anyone who's just been recently added, don't worry, you haven't missed anything important to the discussion of the book. And I'll see if I can forward in Allie's comments. So, cool. Oh, yep, it looks like Rainy's in the didn't like it tent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, thanks, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Have fun with Alexander.
Good fun walking dogs. I don't walk dogs in winter because it's cold and I might fall down. Yeah. Well, good. It sounds like maybe everyone's ready for another sprint.
I know I am.
Everyone's like into their books now, so the comments are a little bit lower, which is really great for us to get another sprint in. I'm thinking, so we've been here for about an hour and 25. How many more sprints do you think we'll do? Maybe 2?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 2 more 20-minute sprints. So let's prepare to do another sprint right away at the 00, and we'll go to the 20. And then that way we can chat a little bit, and then we'll be done before the next full hour. So whomever wants to stay and read with us can do that.
Yeah.
I know I was thinking about maybe switching over to read our buddy read of Sarum, but that's all the way across the hall.
Oh, yeah. You can't look at that.
And
it's too far.
It is. It's very far for me to get up off this bed. Plus, I really want to make sure that I read at least through chapter 3.
Yeah.
So I can listen to that comment. And knowing how slow I am reading this, I really want to try to get as much read tonight as I can. So chances are I'll probably get the first 4 chapters read. And then maybe more tomorrow. But I think this is sectioned into parts too. So I think it said part 1.
That's right.
And then it looks like part 2 is way far in to the book. Like page 178. And then there's a part 3.
Okay.
So. Okay. Bye, Ange. It was nice to see you.
Good night, Ange. Sleep well. Dream of Eric.
Well, we'll see you next time. But okay, so we'll I still have the banner up still, but yeah, we'll read again to the 20 now. And hopefully whomever is reading anything that they're trying to finish, they can finish it or get farther into where they are or keep on that cross stitching, Rainy. Okay, let's do this.
Got it.
Okay, if you want to come on back. Back to life. Back to reality. Good for you, Krista. Yay. Ruth by Elizabeth Gaskell. You're muted.
Shit. All right, I got it. I thought I bumped it, but I didn't. Yeah.
I'll let you know, Allie. I'm gonna get in there a little bit later and see if I can. I'm pretty sure as the admin, I can redo it. So, but I'll let you know if I can't. Thank you. So for those of you who are coming on back, let us know where you got in your reading or your sprinting of whatever you may be sprinting. I have like a page and a half left of chapter 4. So nice. I'll be at chapter 5 in this last sprint. So I'll probably finish chapter 5. Oh yeah. Well, chapter 5 is very, very tiny. So I'll probably end in chapter 6 in this next sprint. But how did you do?
Nice. I'm almost at chapter 7.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm really getting into this now.
I think it's after chapter 7 that something crazy happens.
Mm-hmm. That's what Allie said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Allie said. She wouldn't let us down.
She wouldn't.
So maybe I have to read at least through chapter 7. I found it funny in this chapter 4 when Celia is thinking about this Paul Marshall as like a potential husband. She's basically like, yeah, we'd have big boned kids and they'd be loud and blah, 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 but I'd be rich.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like that. Like, yeah, I hear you, girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It kind of makes you remember, like, back in certain times, like, that's really all there was. Like, who am I going to marry and how is my life going to look like after that? There wasn't a lot of space for women to be able to just be their own person. It was just, who am I going to marry and what is my life going to look like because of that marriage, you know?
Yeah, I think this was set in 35. So, yeah, right between the wars.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, I really think that went through the 50s at least. I mean,
I think so. Yeah, it seemed to linger more in England than it did here, certainly.
Isn't that far away? Or it wasn't that far away from now, so. Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like Krista finished and wrote her review. Woo-hoo. Good for you.
Nice. Well, enjoy the special. I hope it's good.
Have fun. Good for you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Krista.
Sounds good. Woot woot. Okay. How did everyone else do in your reading? I know a few of you are reading Atonement as well. What are your thoughts about it so far? I have a feeling this little girl is going to be an interesting perspective. But I also wonder if we're going to get, like, I wonder if the first part is, like, a certain time frame. And then when we get into part 2, I wonder if it'll, like, scoot ahead a bunch. And maybe we'll see her as an older person reflecting on the thoughts. Because in one of the lines, it said something about, like, decades later or something. When she was reflecting on something or other. And that makes me think that maybe in the book we'll see more of these characters age and how their perceptions are different. Mm-hmm. Just based on what I can remember from like the previews of the movie. It seems like that's what it's going to be like. So Yes, I'm going to be moving on to supper when we're done here as well. So I know how that goes. Rainey got a chapter done.
Oh, nice.
One more chapter to go on this section. Nice. Everyone's accomplishing so much. That's awesome.
I know. Oh, that was such a good book.
Finished. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. I don't think I've read that.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. Really good. That's the first one, right? By Grace Lynn, not the second one. If that's the first one, that's the one I read. It was just excellent. I really liked it a lot. Middle grade. Really good.
Yeah. And it looks like Kim is also very close to finishing. Nice,
Kim.
Yeah. And I did get your message, and I did get you added to Voxer. So everyone who wanted to be added should be in there now. So what else are you reading this month, Laura? I know you have a read-along or readathon. Read-along has a bunch of different prompts that you were trying to get to. Have you kind of been able to keep up with that?
Not really. So, now it's mid-month book bash this weekend. So I'm loosely vlogging. This is the most reading I've done for that the whole time. And that is themed around one of the challenges I'm doing this month, which is Now That's What I Call Summer. It's like a 90s-based challenge hosted by Heather at Soggy Expat Book Nerd and Karen. She was at Karen Evans, and now it's Roving Reader. I think it's Roving Reader. But there are like 8 or 9 prompts, and half of them are bookish. So I can double up for stuff. This morning I started to read the prompt for a cool book about cool teens. So I'm reading the start to a series that I read back when it was first out in 93. It's Ocean City by Catherine Applegate. Catherine Applegate also wrote all the Animorphs books, if like that triggers for something for anybody. So I started reading that, and I got like 70 pages in really quickly. I mean, it takes me back to when I read it the first time, and like these dreamy guys in the summer, and like, So I'm reading that, and soon I'm going to start The Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. I never read that when I was a kid, so I'm going to start that soon. Hopefully. Cool. Yeah, what are you reading?
Oh, a little bit of everything. No, I just started Wolf Hall today on audio.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I really like that. I really like the narration. I'm listening to the audiobook, and the narration is very good for that. It's the same narration from the third book that I read for the BookTube prize.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird because I read the third book first, and now I'm going back and I'm reading the first book. So I'll probably reread the third book once it's all there. But
yeah,
it's kind of nice. Like, I don't feel like I missed anything by not reading the first book first. But now getting into the first book, I'm liking that, like, I'm getting more information about what happened prior to that. So yeah, I am really liking it. It's really easy to like listen to while I'm doing other things. Whereas sometimes when I'm doing an audiobook and I'm doing something else, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh no, I have no idea what I just listened to like for the last 2 minutes. But this one, I don't know if it's just because of the speech or because of the way it's being presented. Even if I like zap out for a second, I feel like I'm still hearing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I do really like that. And that's part of Emily at Novell Novels, her Wolf Hall read along. And I don't have to finish that book all in January. It's carrying over to February as well. And then I'm reading Eat, Pray, Love, which I'm only like 24 pages in. So I should probably get back to that. And then Eye of the World, which is good. The last 100 pages that I read, there was a couple of different battle scenes. So it was like really gripping for a little bit. And I'm up to a point where the group has been separated. So now instead of just one kind of perspective of everything that's happening, now we're like broken off into 3 different perspectives. So now like there'll probably be a bunch of different things happening.
Yeah.
So I'm really liking that.
Nice.
Still, I don't know that it's going to have like a really high rating for me just because I really like it when I'm reading it, but then I get really, it takes me a bit to like pick it up again because I know I still have like 500 pages left. So I'm like,
I know that
pick
feeling.
it up, I have to read at least 100 pages because otherwise I'm not putting a dent in it.
Right.
But yeah. And then, of course, all my buddy reads that I left hanging last year. So Kristen Lavenstatter and Berlin Girl and but really just firmly reading Atonement now, Eye of the World, Eat, Pray, Love, Sarum, Wolf Hall. You know, all the books.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so ridiculous how many books I read at one time.
I know. I'm right there with you.
Okay. Well, you go on. You go on, Al. You go pretend to work.
That's right.
And
Have a great Monday.
We will chat with you later. But it was so nice to see you. And if I need you to double that comment, I will let you know. But I think we should be okay. So, bye.
Thanks, Allie. Enjoy your Monday.
Yeah. She's in Japan or something, right?
I think China.
China. Okay. I thought she was over there somewhere. Hong Kong.
I think so.
No? Yeah. So she's fascinating, all the wonderful people we know out there in the world.
It's amazing.
I love it. It's so cool. So cool. Okay. Well, I think we'll do one more sprint because that will bring us to the 50-ish mark. And then we can say our goodbyes, and then everyone will have what they need to do by the next full hour. So let's do our last. Bye, Allie. We'll do one more sprint, and we'll take it to the 5-3, and then we will all say our goodbyes, good afternoons, good mornings, and good nights. Okay. Sounds good. All
right.
Good luck. Good luck on finishing all you need to finish.
No. We'll get there.
Okie dokie. Oh, Mary's back. Hi, Mary.
Oh,
just in time to say goodbye.
How was the walk?
Well, and Jen's left. Thanks, Jen. So happy to see you here.
Yeah, thanks.
I have just a few pages left of chapter 5. And then I'll be on chapter 6. So
Nice.
all in all, I got 62 pages read. So
That's awesome.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always happy to get a good chunk read in my first sitting. So
yeah.
I will probably try to get at least like 100 pages read tonight, just because that's like a nice even number.
Mm.
And then I can properly discuss whatever crazy thing happened. But I think the book itself is a little, it's like 350 pages. So if I read 100 pages next time I read it, and then another 100 pages after that, that'll keep me on good track to finish it by our discussion.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you who are reading with us, our final discussion is on Sunday the 30th? Yes, the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So there won't be any new product or anything like that with Etsy. It'll just be our live discussion that will be live that night. So if you're looking to join the live discussion, that'll be then. Mary says her walk was rainy but refreshing.
Nice.
Yeah, I hope I can get some sleep. I've been sleeping okay. It's been okay so far from the other 2 nights that I didn't sleep, but we'll see. I have a lot to do in the morning, so I might end up getting so nervous that I don't wake up in time to like get it all done that I probably won't sleep, but we'll see. Raining at section 2 done. Awesome. How far did you get in the book, Laura?
I'm almost at chapter 9. So
did you get to the big part?
I did.
Okay.
But chapter 8 was more shocking to me. It has been more shocking than chapter 7.
Okay.
So I'm on page 88.
So there's lots of stuff going to be happening. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oh yeah, you have seen the movie. So was it different from the film, or do you feel like it was accurate?
So far, I think it's fairly accurate. I don't remember the Quincy kids, the 3 of them. I don't remember them at all, but I mostly just remember Keira Knightley and James McAvoy and their relationship. And of course, Bryony. That's pretty much it. And I remember the end. So I think I do. Okay. But I don't remember those Quincy kids at all. Leon,
sometimes
yes.
In movies, they take complete characters out. So maybe they weren't in the movie.
Yeah. But it's been, I mean, like I said, I saw it in the theater whenever that was, 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So,
I'm in that 5th chapter, which is the mom's perspective.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, like, I was more immersed in that storyline. Mm-hmm. Like, that one I really didn't, like, drift at all. Yeah. But I think for me, someone who does suffer from the occasional migraine, her description of that was so on point.
Yep, totally.
Exactly. Like, the fact that even when you're not having one, you know when you're going to have one. And you're like, it's like preparing for the worst, because you know, like, in about an hour, I'm going to be dead to the world, because this is just, it's going to be rough. Mm-hmm. So that really drew me in really significantly. So, yeah. And I like to hear her perspective of all of the kids and stuff. Yeah. So that was really interesting as well. Mm-hmm. But I wonder when we'll stop getting different perspectives. Because sometimes that gets a little bit too much for me. Like when, like, I like when it bounces back and forth, but if it's like every single chapter is a different perspective, that makes it a little hard for me to follow.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we get to a consistent pattern soon. Because I always have to like readjust my thought process when it's someone different.
Yeah.
But yeah. Still, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I don't know how much I'm going to read after this because I'm talking to your mom after this.
Oh.
So I don't know how long that's going to take, but I would like to get at least a few more chapters read tonight if I can.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get at least past the 100-page mark. I do have to go eat. I'm famished, so I have to go eat something and feed the dogs and all that. But anywho, we're right at the 7 o'clock. Well, 7 o'clock for us, mark. The whole hour. We want to thank everyone who's here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
To everyone who's joined us tonight.
Yeah.
For everyone who is reading with us as far as Atonement goes. We hope you're enjoying it. If you're not and you want to stop reading it, don't take any offense. If you want to join the Voxer and you haven't let me know yet, let me know. And then watch for the posting of the February books. I will most likely post my community post tomorrow.
I think I'll too.
Yeah. And then we'll go from there. And then you'll have a good 2 weeks to be able to vote for that. So it's not like you have to rush, but we will get there. So, but yeah, thank you all so much. We appreciate you being here. We won't have any more productivity reading sprints this month yet. The next live that you'll see on DoubleBookedCo's channel will be our next new product launch, which will be on the 23rd. Yes, the 23rd. So we'll have that then. And then the following Sunday, which is the 30th, we will have our final discussion of Atonement. So there may be some discussions within the Voxer group. So let me know if you want to be added to that. But other than that, I think we're all set. Thank you so much, everyone. I can see everyone saying goodbye. So you're very welcome, Sherry. Thanks for joining us. You're welcome, Rainey. Yeah. Oh, good. Yay.
Nice.
You bet, Kim.
Oh, thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.
Woot woot. Okay. So, and Mary's back. Yeah, that's right.
Of course.
Thanks, Mary. Okay, friends. Well, have a good night or morning or afternoon. We appreciate all of you very, very much. So, happy reading.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.